Good morning, Weset and WeCoin fam. This is the November 6th, 2024 weekly Weset AMA. I am the Weset COO, Jeff Turnbull. We're live on X, formerly known as Twitter, and Telegram. Today is a big day because it is our first post-election AMA. I'm referring to the United States election, which took place yesterday, November 5th, where Donald Trump was re-elected president of the United States, and the whole crypto market is going bullish. I'm bullish. I'm bullish crypto. I'm bullish Weset. I'm bullish real-world asset tokenization. And I'm going to give you just a few reasons why. I mean, the first is, I guess you could call it deregulatory environment. At the Bitcoin conference earlier this year, Donald Trump clearly stated that he wanted to make the United States the global leader in crypto and blockchain. Also, some of the regulatory tests that we've had in the last few years, Elizabeth Warren, etc., will have a reduced or non-visible voice anymore in some of these issues. Gary Gensler, chairman, president of the SEC, whatever, likely will be on his way out. So the regulatory landscape will change. Okay? And I'll give you a concrete example of what I think this might be able to improve in the RWA space. One of the regulatory and legal challenges that we face in the RWA space is that real-world assets are often considered unregulated securities. We do our best to actually make them regulated securities, for example, through the National Commission of Digital Assets in El Salvador. We try to launch them through regulatory bodies. That's still not enough for some of our service providers. So as we build technology in the Weset.app ecosystem and infrastructure, we need to integrate often American technologies. And some of them are fairly centralized, and they don't want to work with the unregulated securities, such as tokenized RWAs. So, for example, some integrations say, yeah, we'll allow our technology to integrate with your NFT platform. Oh, but wait, this type of NFT, those that promise returns, those that are considered like financial instruments, no, we're not going to work with. So they'll work with, art NFTs or ticket NFTs. Those are call them utility tokens. So there's some workarounds, right? We try to make utility tokens, but everyone wants returns. So I'm optimistic that in the next 4 years, the United States, as a leader in blockchain technology, will be able to find facilitate a way for RWA assets to flourish. Which brings me to my next point, where Donald Trump is generally in favor of global trade and investment. He's a pro-business guy. As his entourage or his community, they might let him know, hey, we've got all of these assets in the US, and we've got the technology to unlock the value here in the US. And as I mentioned, he wants the United States to be the leader in blockchain and crypto technology. So he's going to have a vision of the US further expanding and being a leader in global trade and investment, as well as blockchain. And that is where real world assets sit, at the synergy, right? At the mesh point of global trade and investment and blockchain technology. So those are two of the reasons why I think that the next 4 years are going to be super bullish for real world assets and tokenization. And of course, Weset and Wecoin. So expect more pro blockchain, pro international business in the United States, and expect more regulatory framework that at least provides clarity and consistency for the real world asset space, because sometimes it's a bit tough. It's a bit tough to navigate. And of course, why the U.S. is important. Well, I mean, they're sort of the leader in the global economy and global finance and global securities, right? Because let's admit that we are here. We won't hide it. Is tokenization, real world assets is an investment technology, and we have the technology. If you look at Weset.app, we have the technology, we have the infrastructure in place. We have all of the infrastructure in place. We just need regulatory support. You look at Bitcoin, for example. Bitcoin didn't have much regulatory support. I would say that a big milestone happened earlier this year. I think it was January, where the SEC of the United States approved the Bitcoin ETF. And then, of course, institutions entered, BlackRock, etc. The market pumped, and it's been high ever since. It sort of was like a pre-bull market to the upcoming bull market because of the ETF. And I'm optimistic that we could have something in the RWA tokenization space in the next 4 years, where there's regulatory framework which allows businesses, banks, etc., to confidently and scale up the RWA space. So, to make onboarding smoother, that's one of the problems one of the challenges that we have to address constantly at Weset. We constantly meet with asset owners, people who own hydro companies, people who own hotels, and they want to tokenize, but they're not sure about the regulatory framework. They are legitimate businesses with a legitimate offering to the public, but they don't believe that their product will be able to sell legally, or they won't be able to market it in the United States. So they're hesitant. They're hesitant. So we need more avenues to confidently and securely drive the RWA space forward. And that brings me to my next topic of what actually is going on in Weset. I continue to meet with asset owners, clients who want to tokenize assets. As I mentioned, we have a hydroelectric company in Colombia. We have a hotel in the Philippines. We have a hotel in Chile. And we're talking to all of these business leaders who want to tokenize. They want to tokenize on Weset.app. We have the infrastructure. We have the technology. We have the community. We have Wecoin. We have the utility token. But it takes time to onboard these people. It takes time to educate them. And they need the confidence and the knowledge, the education to make a good project. So when we do announce these products, I hope everybody's bullish. I hope everybody supports. I hope everybody is because the more success our clients have, the more attention the Weset.app platform gets. We want to offer more RWA products to the world, bringing people to our marketplace, bringing people into the Wecoin community. And of course, Wecoin holders get a discount on all of the assets. So please be patient. It takes time. It takes education. It takes confidence building for people to make a leap, because they're updating their business model. They're creating. You have to switch almost your worldview to a technology blockchain based perspective, and then confidently invest in tokenizing your asset, right? Where they're essentially taking their assets or their projects or their companies and converting them into internationally traded businesses. And of course, from the Weset perspective, we don't just work with anybody. We need to do our due diligence. We need to vet our community and our clients to build a sound and robust ecosystem, all supported by WeCoin. Okay. All right. At this point, this is an AMA, an Ask Me Anything. So I'm going to give a few minutes for questions. I also want to remind everybody that we still have the Weset shares. So for just a $200 ticket, 200 USDT, you can be an investor in Weset.app. So you actually are an official shareholder. You buy a token that has terms and conditions of a shareholder. So this gets you utility, access to the private Weset community, access to leadership, active participation in leadership. And so that's like the great, exclusive utility. Also potential dividends and potential capital gains, because as we grow and we get investment in the future, we are going to be selling, shares to institutional investors down the road. And of course, they pay a premium in order to invest in Weset. And this is all bullish because of the Donald Trump office. And as I mentioned earlier, he's pro-crypto, pro-blockchain. And I think he's going to create a beautiful regulatory landscape that gives people confidence in the RWA space. And the RWA space is going to flourish. The ETF, 9 months ago, 10 months ago, opened, the bullishness for Bitcoin. Now it's time to move into, digital assets, digital shares. The new U.S. president, he has stated he wants a more open and transparent and deregulated crypto environment. And I really think RWA is perfect for his vision, and he's pro-business, right? So he wants, and he wants it to be in the U.S., all this blockchain in the U.S. So it makes sense for him to listen to the business world and create regulation and infrastructure for tokenization to flourish, because this would allow United States asset owners and investors and business owners to unlock the value of their assets using United States technology and unlocking the value of their assets to the world through real-world assets and tokenization. Okay, so there's people here, but I don't see any questions. Anybody have any questions? Some people are just logging in. Those who are just logging in, I already went over my spiel about the election, how it's bullish for blockchain, crypto, real-world assets, tokenization, Weset, WeCoin, etc. So if you're just logging in now, we'll post this AMA later, and I recommend going back and watching it. But for now, I'm feeling bullish. I'm going to go talk to these clients today, try to move them forward on tokenizing their assets. So why that is bullish for Weset and WeCoin? Because they are major players who will tokenize, bring legitimacy to our platform, and also more traction and visibility as people from around the world go to the Weset.app marketplace and dashboard in order to purchase and manage their RWAs. Any plans to list on a new exchange? We get this question every week. 2 times the answer has been yes, because twice we have listed on exchanges. About 6 months ago, we listed on NextC, and it was a huge flop. Listing on an exchange doesn't guarantee anything. It just guarantees you're going to spend a lot of money. So, I think we paid like $50,000 to NextC to list our coin. They dumped it. They didn't promote it. There's no, they had fake volume. Really nothing happened. Nothing happened for anybody. Just a big waste of money. So, exchange listings isn't some, just like gateway to riches. it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. And we tried and we learned the hard way. So, I mean, will we list on more exchanges? Yeah, I mean, eventually we would, but it's not the best way to use our capital right now. Okay. I see some familiar names logging in. Okay, VC buyer. Any new assets being tokenized or partnerships with rough timings? Yeah, as I said, I think maybe you logged in just after. I'm in talks with 3 major asset owners, a hotel in Chile, a hotel in the Philippines, and hydroelectric company in Colombia. And they all are very interested in tokenizing their assets. So, these are very legitimate businesses, legitimate projects with great visions. They're like-minded in the sense that they see the value in blockchain and tokenization, and that's important. But it takes a while to onboard these people. So timings, hopefully we can make announcements and start scheming by the end of the year, and then launch the projects in the first quarter of the new year. And of course, what I like about these partnerships is they bring validation and they bring traction and an audience and investors to Weset.app. We want to make the WeCoin holders as well. We want our asset owners to hold WeCoin, so they're part of the position. And of course, what they do is they have their own audiences. These hotels have large marketing campaigns. They have an international community, so they could use their marketing strategies and their media to promote Weset.app, because they want people to invest in their collections. So they're going to send them to Weset.app, and then they'll invest in WeCoin, etc. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Philippines is, it's a good spot. Yeah. So someone is making a bullish price projection for a WeCoin. Guys, you guys are the ones here. You guys are the WeCoiners. Look, you see that the team is fully doxed. You use our technology. You see that our technology is legitimate. You see that we're onboarding clients. So you can confidently shill to your friends. You've got this low cap gem. We want to grow our community. We want real holders. And you guys are the real holders. So bring people into the community. Tell them to fill their bags. It's a good opportunity. The next few months are going to be super bullish. Okay, any more questions before I log off? I've got some meetings today with these asset owners. It takes a lot, guys. It takes a lot at this point to onboard asset owners to tokenization. It's a lot of education, a lot of confidence building is required. So, it's not just like, just log in and do it. Yep, exactly. We have tokenized assets, actually, right? And we do marketing. Marketing is not our strength. It's not our highest priority. We do realize that. We acknowledge that. And, we continue to plan for marketing, but we invest our money in technology, development, and onboarding clients, building a real project. We're not a pump and dump. We're a legitimate project. Our coin is audited. We have integrations with Chainlink, like official partnership integrations. So we're a legit project. It would be a bad sign if we were just only investing in marketing. Okay, guys, any more questions before I log off? No problem, Linford. Glad to have you here, man. As a shareholder, Linford, you always have access to me. And again, I remind everybody, I'm going to share the link. If you go to Weset, I'm going to share the link to sign up for our whitelist. I'm putting it right now in the Telegram chat, and I'll also tweet it in a bit. So sign up for our whitelist, and with the whitelist, you can buy tokenized shares of Weset.app and become a shareholder, a VIP community member, have your voice heard, be a leader, okay? And you also are eligible for dividends and capital gains because it is the unofficial share of Weset.apps. So we encourage you. This is the new world of investing. Okay, VC, I'll reach out to you this afternoon. So we encourage everybody to become, investors and partners in this project and leaders in this project. So sign up for the whitelist, and once you're whitelisted, you can go to Weset.app and buy the share or shares. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Cheers.